What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's in for the 2-point conversion to make it 16-0.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on first down. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
You have to give them credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are going to extend their first quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
On 2, ready? 12, 12, 12. Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. You'll find Brown out of the backfield.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Gun, gun. Dad, Dad.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
One, ready?
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11. Dad.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is picked off by the first rounder out of Clemson, Nate Wiggins.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Now the Ravens' big-ticket free agent acquisition. It's Derrick Henry. Second and 7. Gonna go right back to Henry. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
First down run here by Henry, and he signed with the Ravens this offseason. When you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over the hump.
And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
One more, ready?
On play action, here's Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good, and the Ravens are able to extend their first quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Burrow working in the pistol. This one deep downfield for Chase. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Now, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. This one intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Yeah. Hey. No, we changed it.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass, but he's not going to be able to get rid of this. He's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Third and long.
180. Middle.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
T, ready? Let's go. Ready, shot.
3rd and long for Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Throwing is Burrow. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. Tucker for the point after. His kick is good. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
On 1, ready?
They face 2nd down and 7.
12, 12, 12. Gun, gun.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Burrow throwing on 4th down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
11, 11, 11. Here we go. Shot.
Burrow now. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins.
Gotta go, gotta go. Shot.
Now Brown. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part.
12,
coming
12,
through
12.
again with another big stop for a loss.
Second down, Burrow. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup
Gotta
of
go,
about 5.
Let's go.
What can they do
11,
here
11,
on
11.
third down and 7?
11, 11. Shot.
To throw is Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
12, 12, 12. Shot.
Now, Burrow. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Hey, Ozzy, shot. Hey, middle.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Go.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
13.
Jackson out of the pistol. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away.
Thomas. Dot.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. Second down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion.
Dot.
Now second down throw for Burrow. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On comes the punter now. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout.
I'm fine, ready?
The punter remains on the sideline.
11
They're
MT,
going to line
11
up and
MT.
go
Here we go,
for
here we
it
go.
on fourth down.
11, 11, 11. Dot.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. Here's first and 10.
180. Shot.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Ozzy. Shot. 180. Shot.
In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Check smash. Check smash. Check go.
And he will not picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12,
Gesicki,
12,
the man
12.
in motion.
That.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He dives, and what a catch
Hey, we gotta
for
keep
the
scoring.
first down.
We gotta keep scoring. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11, 11. Dot.
Here's Brown. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Dot.
Here's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half
11, 11,
with
11.
some sort of points.
Here we go.
That incompletion, not ideal, but
12,
at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple
11.
plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Burrow to throw for it on fourth down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. 24-yard pickup as they convert on fourth down.
12, 12, 12. Here we go.
Receiver in motion, headed left. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
On one, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 6.
11 MT tape. 11 MT. 11, 11. Dot.
A carry here for Brown. Finding space at the 15. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
11 Thomas. MT, 11 MT. Dot.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring that out, a poor one. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And this will not help the cause. He's going backward. Tackled back at the 8.
Hey, hey. Nice one.
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Eleven. Gun. Dot.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion.
Here we go.
And a wasted down.
Dot.
Off the play fake. Here's the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second.
11.
That sack now brings up third and long, and most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional. So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play. It stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers.
11.
It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Ravens. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens stretch things out even further. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Twelve. Here we go. Dot.
They'll run here with Brown. And to pick up 3 or maybe 4. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Dot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Dot.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset.
11.
But in this case, they suffer a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
Dot.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
As the defense cannot come up with a big play there. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 2. come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Gun. Dot. Dot.
Back to throw, Burrow. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
11.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's taken in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
11 mighty.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Dot.
Burrow to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Quickly, this one out to Chase. And this is going to set him up with 1st and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Chase Brown, touchdown Bengals. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
Ready.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Finding room at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
On play action, here's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, You got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's complete. It's Yoseva. He is in. Andre Yoseva. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll let one go down the middle.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
On third down, Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This is caught. And he's not going to get there. Very, very curious call. You could have just lined up for two and gone for it. Instead, they try this and come up empty. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored.
On two, ready?
First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12, dot.
Drive to start on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through three. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7.
Let's get set. Dot.
Now, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And that is incomplete. He was is trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Now it's going to be third down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run the sneak. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Running with authority. Pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will add 1 more onto their big lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
Gotta go, gotta go. 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Dot.
Running from the pistol, it's Brown. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
11, 11. 11, MT, tape. 11, MT, dot.
Burrow working in the pistol. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And
here we go.
They want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive
11,
moving.
11.
And then some.
Dot.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
He'll get that to all his tight ends. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards. Now the Ravens use their first timeout.
Here we go.
So, not quite first and goal.
11,
it's
11,
first
11.
and 10.
Dot.
They're pretty close. And he'll take this down to about the 7.
Ready, break. Check, Bobcat, check, Bob. Set it.
And they are all over that on defense. Good surge. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
On 1, ready? 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Dot.
Throwing is Burrow. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Dot. You change it. Hey, report. Report. 180. Ready, shot. Touch.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Get on.
A give right up the middle to Henry. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will score again. Touchdown, Baltimore. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's get set. Dot.
To throw is Burrow. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
On one, ready?
They'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. 11, MT. 11, MT. Dot.
Now, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is caught. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Play action now. Jackson. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this